What's all the hubbub about character growth? It's about the story, right? Well, here's why it is about character growth. Hi, I'm Autumn Bardell, and here you will find quick tips, author tools, and maybe even a little bit of inspiration. Welcome back, and if you're new, thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to discuss why you need a character arc and why your protagonist needs character growth. Remember, the show notes will be on Club Autumn on my Facebook page. I also have another Facebook page, which I encourage you to join. It's called Write Better, Author Smarter. Both links are in the bottom below. First, what is character growth exactly? It means the character learned something about themselves. They can also learn about society, culture, other people. They can learn about friendship and a host of other things. But mostly, it's about learning about themselves. It can be spiritual, psychological, emotional, and usually it's about them becoming better people, more understanding people, kinder, more gentle, just better, more accepting of themselves and others. They may even have that epiphany, that aha moment. Why do your characters need character growth? Well, what's the point of the story? What's the point of all of their struggles, all of those conflicts, all of that rising action, all those hardships that they have to overcome if they don't learn anything? First, I want to review character arcs, and then you'll understand how it aligns with the reader's needs. Our yearning for a satisfying, meaningful resolution. First, we're going to take a look at the basics of plot. Character growth means a better plot. That's writer-centric. 1, the character needs a weakness or a few weaknesses. It can come in many forms: psychological, mental, spiritual, emotional, physical, intellectual, cultural, any that you can think of. They need to overcome these weaknesses for a satisfying ending. And this involves growing and changing. So the story begins with a crisis. The protagonist has a desire and a weakness. They want something. They desire something. They must have something. There's a trigger, and this trigger is what propels the story upwards into that rising action. Maybe they want to be king or a queen, or they want to get over their boyfriend, or they want a boyfriend, or they want to get married, or they want to start a business, whatever it is. Maybe they just need to learn how to survive. But by the end of the story, it has resolved itself. The opponent or the antagonist needs to thwart, stop, prevent the protagonist from getting what they want. And the best stories do this at the very deepest gut level. They know how to hurt the protagonist emotionally. They know how to crush their soul. Readers like this. We like this. All the actions, the rising action, are things or people or events or whatever that stops the protagonist from fulfilling their desire. The protagonist has to do some changing if they want to adapt, succeed, and surmount all of these obstacles. It often includes a reversal or a failure where, they don't do the right thing and then they get another smack in the face. There's often a surprise or a critical choice that the protagonist has to make. It can be about an event or a person or a thing, but it really affects their soul. It's about them making the change somehow in their brain. They have to look deep inside themselves to figure out how to win the battle against whoever it is they've been battling this whole time. Perhaps they have to overcome a primal fear. Or maybe they just need to dump old emotional baggage. But all the while, the reader is rooting for the protagonist to do what needs to be done to make those critical changes. When the final hurdle comes, that's the climax, the protagonist usually has some kind of epiphany, that aha moment. They make a permanent and fundamental change in themselves. Maybe it's just letting go of an old boyfriend or an old ambition, or it's the final battle with some kind of monster or dragon. person, corporation, or an ex-husband. They win. Yay! Well, if they go bad to win, that's called a tragedy. And Shakespeare did a pretty good job at that. But usually it's that they win because they made that fundamental change and they became a better person in some way. Now we're going to look at why you need a character arc in terms of a reader, the reader-centric look. Well, we probably know a lot of people who never grow, never overcome some fear, some phobia, some inner demon. They never learn the lessons that life has given them. I'm sure you know of a few of these people. I know I do. And it's frustrating for you, the friend, and for the reader. Why not give the reader what we like? Change for the better. Personal growth. You know, there's only about 10 million bazillion books about becoming better people and personal growth, right? About learning how to act differently, think differently, respond differently, to respond and think better to help yourself. All those self-help books. People buy all those self-help books because they want to become genuinely better people, because they want to succeed at life, because they don't want to be miserable. So here's why you need a character arc for your readers. So not only does a character arc help you actually craft a better story, it helps the readers connect with your characters. Why? We need a reason. We, and when I say we, I mean readers. We readers need a reason for our suffering and struggles. We need to know that the battles that we faced in our life were for a purpose, that they were designed to motivate us, push us, propel us forward. We need to believe that we can change at a fundamental level, that we can win, that it is in our power. We readers need to believe that it is in us, that we have the right stuff. It satisfies us at our deepest core. If we need those things, then we want to see those things in the characters that we read about. Because if they can do it, so can we. Stories are about people, about their emotions and their struggles, and we all have those. That's it. We took both an author-centric and a reader-centric look at why your character needs a character arc, which includes character growth. If people succeed and they don't learn anything, be they characters or not, and I don't know any real people who have succeeded and not learned anything about life, it feels inauthentic. And that's why you need character growth. That's it. I hope you learned something. If you did, please give this a thumbs up. If you haven't already, I would love if you would hit that subscribe button. I would love to get to 200. That would be pretty amazing. So please click that subscribe button. It really helps with the algorithms and getting the free content out there. And hopefully I will have some news about my new nonfiction book for writers called The Magic of Symbolism: How to Enrich Your Story with Hidden Meaning. Until then, writers, dream, create, and embrace.